Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special Memorial Day edition of the Indie Music Plus podcast. JoJo Keys here with Mr. Headphones Werba. What's going on here? You have a little.
It's a headphone cord right there.
Oh, it's not shaving from shaving.
Oh, this? Oh, thanks for bringing attention to that. Yeah, I have a little irritation there. Yeah. Jesus, man. So what? It's a holiday? What the hell's going on? I'm allergic to holidays. I don't know if I told you.
It is a holiday. It is a holiday. It's called Memorial Day, where we celebrate people who have fought for our country. And a lot of people have Mondays off, so this is a Sunday night. We were just talking about how there's really not anybody here because most normal people are out, on boats, grilling, all that stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is that normal? Is that what the normal people do? I like doing what we're doing right now, man.
Of course. That's why I'm here.
This feels good to me. And if I wasn't here, I'd just go to like a gorge or something, or a lake or something, and just kind of sit by it and do Snapchats or something.
Yeah, you've been into that Snapchat. What is your Snapchat anyway? Why don't you tell everybody what your Snapchat is?
No chance am I going to say my username. It's really awkward, man.
Is it really awkward?
It's really difficult to mention it publicly. But,
gotcha.
Yeah, I've actually been spending a lot of time trying to figure it out, having a little fun with it, and it's growing. I mean, I don't know, a couple dozen old ladies have added me in the past week or so.
I wonder who those were.
Doing a lot of texting with 70 plus women.
Past neighbors?
Yeah, just beyond. Yeah, past.
These all new chicks.
Some of the old ladies at the pool did find me on Snapchat, so we're able to stay in touch.
Oh boy! I thought we were done with that. Anyway,
no, that's never gonna die, man.
So let's just go ahead and get started because it's a nice, relaxing weekend, Memorial Day weekend. I haven't done much but laundry. So let's go ahead and check out a recent review that came through. This is Mandabrat with Summer Rain. That fits in perfectly with the summertime theme, Summer Rain with Mandabrat. This guy's from South Africa, I believe, somewhere in Africa.
Yes. We have featured one of his songs in the past, and so this is one of his latest. And house music. We've talked about this before. It's not my personal groove, but I respect it. This song is actually a little. It's mixed better than the other one because I remember there was issues with levels in the vocals. This one's a lot cleaner, a lot brighter. There's no vocals in it, but we were talking before the show just about I'm like, so it's on the same album. You're like, no, he just releases singles. So that's kind of interesting. I like that actually. What are your thoughts on that? You don't in present day, you don't have to do albums anymore.
No,
because
not really.
People don't buy albums. Yeah,
I'm kind of moving that way myself. I like doing albums, but nothing wrong with coming out with a single every couple of months, right? Why not?
Yeah, I think the debate would include points like, you know, if you're going to do an album, it's something that just has all the songs have a theme to it in the story maybe. But if they don't, why do you really have to do it anymore if you're not selling like tangible CDs, if you're just you know, listing your songs?
It's all about the download. Yeah. And then, you know, another thing I've thought about is, well, I was going to do this one year, didn't do it, but I want to come out with a new song, you know, once a month for a year. At the end of the year, boom, you got your album, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mandabrat maybe should consider having Issa Bo as some like guest vocals on one of his songs, because this Issa Bo has been, there's a lot of talk going on with this artist, and just stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. What do we have next, man, for artists?
I was just checking that out. Next we have, this is this week's featured artist, Christian Tusk, and we're going to listen to the song In the Hands of Hope.
Here we stand all alone, waiting for the world to pay up on its promises. We don't need to be shown any other lies or any other policies. All we are searching for is a reason for the road. But we don't want to navigate if our location is known. Oh no, we're lying in the hands of hope. Here we gather around, sitting on the fence instead of standing on our feet. Trying hard to pronounce what you want to hear instead of what we want to speak. All we are searching for is a place to call our own. We don't want to rent a space that we will never call home. Oh no, we're lying in the hands of
And that was Christian Tusk with In the Hands of Hope. That's his newest single off of his EP. This guy sat down with him. He was actually in a hard rock outfit over in the UK. He's originally from London. Now he lives in Toronto, and he's going to record a new project straight out of Toronto. So I'm hoping to get to meet this guy soon, because he's only a couple hours away from me. He's real nice. Actually, I really like his style and stuff. So it sounds like it's kind of up your alley a little bit.
No, what was his position in the hard rock band? Was he also the singer, or?
He was a songwriter. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
yeah,
he's a singer. I know he's a guitar player.
Yeah, he's got a very like almost like angelic type of voice.
Yeah. It sounds like a little kid or a little girl even.
Yeah, it was cool. But, I was thinking of like the band like Fun, you know, when you kind of get the chorus and it sounds like there's like 50 people singing.
Sure.
So that was kind of hot a few years ago. I think that's kind of dying down, that whole type of vibe. But he didn't overdo it or anything. Like I was never into the band Fun. I think they won a Grammy, but I don't. I wasn't too into it. No, but I really liked this song. It was very cool. It was well produced. His voice is, you know, very nice and easy listening. But so here's my critique on it. Like what stood out to me was the bass line, and I think with a little more maturation of the bass line, I think it could have taken the song to a much higher place, in my opinion. I don't know if you remember, like you can listen to it after the show, Joe, but it was too simple. It was just like boom, boom, boom. Then the chord would change and go to the note of the chord and just play. I'm like, I'm just dying for just a little like melodic pattern for a transition. And I think it could have really taken the song to a new place. I was yearning for that.
I thought overall, like I like it a lot. I like the style and it's real clean and stuff. But it's almost, I felt like it was a little thin, as you would say. But
overall, or just,
it was almost.
What do you mean?
Yeah, overall, it was like to me, his vocals were in the mix, really, really hot. And that made it kind of distracting for me sometimes. Okay. Not necessarily particular with that song, but with some of the other stuff I was listening to. So, but I mean, he's got a cool thing I can't wait to hear his new stuff, because that was like his first thing that he did on his own, I think, and it was a really big departure from the band that he was in So
yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely not hard rock, man. I mean, it's kind of like a
not at all.
I was thinking of KT Tunstall too. Is just kind of like almost like a harder acoustic. It wasn't too mellow, but there's still a lot of like acoustic bass as the foundation of the song. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some of his other stuff as well.
Yeah, what I liked about him too was he had this drive, like, I just moved to Toronto and now I'm just gonna kind of get to know the scene here and do my thing and yada yada, and it just kind of sounds like he's sort of searching for something, because we were talking about like he's 32 and sort of the premise of his album is that he's kind of looking back at his youth a little bit, and kind of wondering what's next. So I kind of like his story. It's gonna be cool to watch what's next for him. So
all right, who do we have next, man?
The next one we got is a band called Elementl, another one from the UK. Seems like for a while we were getting tons of submissions from Chicago, and lately it's been the UK, which I don't mind because I love UK music. And these guys have only been around for a couple months, and right off the bat you can hear that they need a lot of growth. But I always like bands that do kind of what they're doing. So I decided to go ahead and give them a shot on the podcast. So this is Elementl with their song Deep End. Elementl with their song Deep End, straight out of the UK. What'd you think of their brand of funk hip hop? They call it funk hop, right? Yeah. I believe.
Starting to get my energy going here, man. Starting to get fired up here. You got a lot to say about this one. So it starts up, Stevie Ray Vaughan, just boom, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, you can't avoid it. He's got that same tone, that same reverb in his guitar. And I'm like, cool, man, this is going to be cool. And then like throughout the song, it kept that vibe. But then I go back to last week, man, it's the same thing. It's like the guitar, that lead melody is like right out front. Great way to start. Vocals come in, it doesn't go down. Like they don't bring it down. They keep it like right out front and center. And that it's just, I don't know. I just think that's not smart in the mix. It's like once the vocals come in, just drop the lead down a little, give the vocals the attention while he's singing, and then when he goes to the bridge and the chorus, bring it back up like it is in the rest of the song, and then it's like it's a great tune. It's like I don't understand why it's kept in there while he's singing, because I couldn't hear what he's saying, man. And
there's two singers. There's a singer and then a rapper.
Okay, but I want to hear it. I want to hear what they're saying. I mean, that's like, I don't know. It frustrated me.
Yeah, and that was kind of the thing that I noticed about them. They've struck me as like, a band that I would really love to go see live and stuff. When you listen to the recording, it sounds like they just started playing together. It just sounds like they've been playing together for a few months. Like they came out in February, I think, of this year. They have a Wix site and stuff, so that's a sign to me that they're just kind of starting out. It looks good. Site looks good, and they have
the sound is
upcoming
good.
dates, videos and stuff.
That's what first me up.
It seems like they're hitting it hard. It just seems like, to me, they kind of need to settle together a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. But it fires me up when I see this, like the talent. You hear it. I mean, that you can just tell by the way like the lead plays. He's got serious skill there, man. He's just got the touch. And when it's just a matter of like mixing, it really frustrates me because it's so important, man.
Totally.
Just getting a good mix. I don't know.
Yep.
That's what that's
Totally
like
agree.
sets you apart from like the majority of like indie bands is that just decide to just that are not serious about engineering and producing, and they just like
Yep.
record in the basement and then they send the tape out. It's like, hey, why didn't we get signed? We have talent. It's like, well, man, put a little attention to the mix because that's important, because the people listening to your music, they're going from mainstream sound where it's like, oh, it's so pleasing to the ears, and then they go to an indie band. It's like, okay, it's kind of, I see you guys have talent, but it kind of hurts my ears the way it's mixed. So you got to be conscious of that. And anyway,
Are you done?
I'm done.
I know you're passionate
Yeah,
about
man.
it. I know you are passionate about it.
Yeah, man.
No, I totally agree. It's just that's sort of the defining thing between bands who are gonna make it and who aren't really, is the quality of their sound. Even if you get a raw sound, a raw dirty sound, it's like it still has to sound good. So anyway,
Yeah,
I think that about does it for tonight.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the second half of a rant is kind of boiling up here. You want to let it go, or do you want to just cut me off?
No, I'm okay. You just got me going a minute.
More. Yeah,
Too.
see the chat. I mean, the chat is just blowing up right now, and they want more. They want like a...
Well, you'll have to join us. You'll have to join us at the Musicians Roundtable afterwards to hear the second half.
Oh,
of
really?
it.
Okay. I'm just going to go like Dennis Miller style, man. Obscure as hell. References just pulling out of the hat. Like, who the hell are you talking about? All right. Yeah, I'll keep it down. We'll save it. But I do want to say, like, with the website, we set back our rating system, the countdown, because we're going to wait until we move to a new hosting environment, which is delayed a bit. So, but the site is going to be super fast when we get over that. So,
Yep, and we got a bunch of new stuff coming down the pipe for June, so look out for it. That's about all I gotta say about that. So everybody that's been watching us, thank you for watching tonight, Allie. And catch us every week here on Blab for now, 9 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday evenings for the live recording of our podcast, which I think I'm going to rename a Blabcast just so that they are happy with us. So that's a different story. Anyway, so yeah, Musicians Roundtable, 9:30 p.m. right afterwards every week Sunday night. That's where we're headed right now, and we will catch you next week.
cheers.